Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're starting in on part 36 of the bus build, and I'm putting the 110 in the back of the bus here. And what I'm going to be doing is installing this. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it right there in the back of the bus, next to the license plate. There's a small, here, let me move this down a little. There's a small area right here where it's single wall. And I think it'd probably be the best place to cut that hole. If I go over here, it's too thick again. It's about that thick, and it's got the honeycomb and stuff in it. Right here, it squeezes down into like a real thick area, about that thick of fiberglass. And it'd be a great place to mount this, and it would hold the screws really well. I'm going to put 1-inch self-tapping screws in, and I'm going to cut another hole in the bus. You know, this is my 7th hole I've cut in this bus. So I'll take you along for this. I'll turn it a little bit so you can see it. And here we go. Yeah, I did. I killed the battery again. This is a story of my life. I need to go get my other battery. I left it someplace else, and I just need to go over to Eureka and pick it up. So I'm going to go charge the battery, and I'll be back with you guys, okay? Well, here we are again. Battery's charged. I got to apologize for that. I don't watch what I'm doing sometimes. I plan it all out, then forget something. But here we go. I'm going to finish this hole off. Well, I forgot to mention, this requires a 2 7/8 inch hole for this to go through. And all I had was 2 3/4. And yeah, try to find a 2 7/8 inch hole saw. You can't. But anyway, let's see if it even tries to go through there. Nasty stuff there, that fiberglass. So I'm going to feed this cable in first here. Get this thing right side up, and see if we can get it through that hole. It's just a little snug. I'm going to get me a round file and go around that. Let me go get that, and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, I got a half round file, and a little coarse, but I'll give it a try. If that doesn't work, I do have one of my old round body shop blocks and a piece of 80 grit. I can wrap that around this like that and give it a shot with that. I might just use that to smooth it out at the end anyway. So pretty thick. Trying not to chip up the paint on the very outside edge of it. So let's try it with some 80 grit here and see if that fixes it. Well, let's give it another try here. Right side up, and there it goes. That wasn't too tough, was it? So, next, those 1-inch screws I was telling you about. That should be about right. I was accounting for the thickness of the body of this and the thickness of the fiberglass. And remember not to overdrive them, it'll break this fiberglass out. That dude sticks in there every time. Okay. Make sure that looks nice. It does. I'll put one at the bottom. Remember, this thing's got a little rubber gasket on the back of it that seals it, so we don't have to put any sealer on this one. It's a marine application, so it should be good and watertight. Made for going into fiberglass. There it is. Bring it over here so you can see it. Ready for the plug, twist lock. Yeah, I like the twist lock plugs because you twist them on and see this ridge around here? It snaps over, it makes it a watertight seal. Good for if it's raining and stuff like that. All right, let's go take a look on the inside. Okay. There it is. That looks pretty good. Drag this cable over here. Tuck that down in there. And here's the panel. Now I'm going to put that panel right up here like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this line, and I'm going to put it into the panel through that little basically what that is, it's a cable holder, it's a stress holder to keep the cable from pulling, yanking back and forth and pulling the wires out of those two terminals you see right there. And this terminal box is generally made for 2 hot wires to come in, so you can run a 30 amp 240 breaker in here. But you can also split it into 2 breakers like I have, but I'll have to bring a hot wire in here to one of them, the 20 amp side. Then I'm going to put a jumper over here to this side. And then the common wires go down here on that bus, right down there in that hole. And it appears that this one's missing a... I'm going to have to go over to Home Depot and get a ground wire bus. There's no ground wire bus in here. Always getting you one way or another, huh? All right. Well, I need to take care of a few things, and we'll get back with this. Okay, friends, this is what we got going on. I brought the wire over here, and I've cut a pretty good section off of it. Better have too much than too little. Cut about 2 feet off of it off. But anyway, the wire comes in here. I stripped it. I stripped this outer rubber part off. Oh, about 6 inches of it. And I cut the black wire short and hooked it right to that terminal there. And if you look in there, you'll see there's a horseshoe-shaped black wire going from this terminal to this one. Well, that's my jumper wire. So I got the same 30 amp circuit running to both sides there. And actually, it's the same circuit. This is creating the 30 amp circuit here, the 2 breakers. But anyway, here's my common wire. And it's called a neutral wire, actually, I think. It's a common wire. Anyway, it goes over to here to the common bus, or the neutral bus. I can't remember what was a correct terminology for that. And here is my, this is my ground wire here. And I need to go get a little short bus. It looks kind of like this one here. And I got to put one on this side so I have a place to hook up my 3 wires when I go to hook up my circuits, because the hot wire will go into the bottom, the black wire will go into the bottom of this and head out to my circuits, and the white wire will hook to the bottom of that bus, makes the connection there, see, and the ground will hook into the ground bus, so we have all 3 of those covered. And so I still need to go get that and get that installed. But if you really don't know what you're doing with this, make sure that you get well versed at it, and or don't even attempt it if you don't know how to do it. You just got to be careful here. If you have a friend or somebody that knows how to do this, maybe recruit their help. But if you've got a little bit of smarts and a little time, you can watch YouTube and get it figured out. That being said, I'm going to go get the rest of the parts for this, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Ruby Dubes. Hey, kitty. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, huh? He hasn't been helping me too much today. We're running around 12 minutes here, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one for the day, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'll talk to you guys later, friends. Bye.